Greetings, everybody. Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody's well. Hope that everybody is prospering. If you live in the flood region that is currently the fucking state of Ohio, I hope you're staying safe, dry, and taking shelter if you need to. Me? I'm on my own, so it's me and the dog, and trying to get this dog to go out and do what she gotta do. And just the rain itself is a chore. But you add thunder and lightning on top of that, oh, it becomes a suicide mission, and that is not even hyperbole. As soon as it started thunder and lightning, I'm like, okay, you already been out twice a day. I ain't forcing your ass to go outside anymore today. Uh-uh. Mama, there ain't no fool. But anyway, I didn't come, that was just kind of a sidebar. Um, I do that a lot. You've been around for more than 5 minutes, you know that. Y'all, I'm on my own. No mom, no asshole, no Ricky. Actually, I kind of miss Ricky. And mom too. Dipshit can stay wherever the fuck they are at whatever casino they're at. For all I care. Anyway, I am on my own. I have been. Or it will be until Friday afternoon, evening-ish, I think, Mom said. Because on a fucking whim, he woke up one day, and by he, I mean the asshole that sleeps in the chair in the next room and fucking keeps his TV up so loud I can barely hear mine. Got a hankering up his ass. I want to go somewhere. I want to go to a casino. Mom's like, okay, cool, we'll just go to fucking Rising Sun or Belterra or wherever, whatever they're calling that casino in Indiana now. And it'd be cool, and, we'll stay for a night and little mini vacation before Ricky heads to college. That really wasn't what my asshole father had in mind. He told them both, pack up your shit and get in the car. We're leaving. Come back Friday. We're going to West Virginia. Now, y'all, I don't know what it is that makes a West Virginia casino different than an Indiana casino that's semi-local. But I'm not questioning it. It gets them out of my head for a couple of days. Now, I told you that to tell you this. My mother, the saintly woman that she is her mama's daughter, rolls up in my room before they leave. So I just sent you an email. It's a coupon for McDonald's at UberEats. Here's $32 to cover you for 2 days worth of meals. have fun. I'm like, okay, cool. I can try a new service. I can get something other than much as I love Papa John's and Pizza Hut and Domino's and all them shits. I can get something other than pizza fucking place. So I was all cool. So I did my research. Like any good millennial would do. I said, hey Google, does Uber Eats accept cash on delivery for orders? Now the response I got back from Google and the actuality of it, two totally different things. To me, it kind of feels like the left hand either doesn't know what the right hand is doing, or it's Google's fault because if you search Uber Eats, it brings up everything from beginning of time that has either the word Uber or the word eat in it. And one of those said you can do cash on delivery. I'm like, okay, cool. So I set up my Uber account through Facebook because that's just easier because I don't have to go about making a fucking username, creating a fucking password. I can just use Facebook to do it. Same thing on my phone. I can just log in with a Facebook app into Uber Eats. Good. I don't have to do shit. So far, so good, right? So I decide I'm gonna do this. So I put together an order from Popeyes chicken and biscuits, which is where this beautiful 44-ounce um, fucking strawberry Fanta came from. And this is how I've been able to cover or record as many vlogs tonight and tomorrow as I can, as I have, because this son bitch right here. Uh, so anyway, so I get all that set up, make my order, I go to pay. And this is where shit doesn't really get sideways, but I'm just kind of, it's a bummer, but okay. I don't see any, cash options for COD. So I contacted, you know, customer service at Uber, explained my situation, told them what I had done. Like, yep, you Google searched it. First thing that came up said, yeah, they do. Well, that was an outdated article, and that policy has since changed. Okay, cool, no big deal, not really, a big deal, whatever. Thanks for the help, understand, this is no way going to affect my, usage of your service. If I find this out, I immediately text my mother. I said, you know that McDonald's coupon for Uber Eats you gave me? She said, yeah. I was like, guess what? She said, what? Neither Uber Eats, DoorDash, or, there was another one. Uber Eats or neither one of them is accepts COD. The only one that does is fucking Grubhub, and they have really shitty selection as far as like restaurants and shit goes. So I'm fucked. Guess I'm stuck with, Papa John's or something like that. My mom comes back and says to me, I keep $20 that you don't know about in your or on your bank card just in case one of the two of us uh, fucks up and either doesn't remember a transaction or doesn't write one down. We're covered. Okay, fine. What are you telling me? Says, I'm telling you, all of your bills that go out through PayPal have paid. All of the bills that I pay for you and you give me that check for have posted and are paid. There are no mistakes. We didn't make any mistakes. So you got the $20 if you want to do it. Oh my god, you have just saved me from another plate of Papa John's or Domino's or Lowe's or something like that. Thanks so much. I love you. Have a good time. Whatever. So I placed my order. Set up my account, placed my order, and sure enough, before I place my order, there's a place for instructions on the little form for your driver. Now, in this particular field, because this person don't know me, I don't know this person, this is my first time, they don't know. So I put, please call when you're close so that I can come out and be sitting by my door to expedite the service or whatever, because I'm disabled. And I said please because manners, and everything was good. Everything went according to plan. She called me when she was like 2 streets over, told me she was on her way, went out and sat by my door. Showed up about 3 minutes later. She shows up with my fucking food. Food was awesome. You're wondering what I had. I had a 5-piece chicken tender meal. It comes with a biscuit and a side. Then I got an extra biscuit and an extra side of potatoes. So I had essentially 5 pieces of chicken, 2 things of mashed potatoes, and this big monster right here. Food cost really wasn't that bad. Food cost, it was like $13 maybe. It was somewhere between 13 and 15. I think it was 15. But it was 15, and with fees, it was 20. So my mom said, yeah, you have 20, don't spend any more than that. Okay, cool. Just my luck. I placed my order. It's fucking $20 right on the nose. So she gets here. I say, hey, how you doing? Whatever. She's standing there in the fucking pouring rain outside my fucking door. I push the door open, and my dog, when people come around, she she is a jumper. Like she gets all excited. She like, and she's a senior dog. She's still, whoo, good lord me. Um, and I'm like, okay, and she sees Roxy and starts like screaming, hollering, whatever. I'm like, and I said, ma'am, you can just, stick the food in. If you don't want to come in and put it on the table for me, that's fine. I understand. You didn't know I had a dog. I didn't know you hated dogs or you were afraid of dogs. No skin, no big deal. It's not going to affect your rating or nothing. Because who knew? Neither one of us. So she's like, no, I'll just put it out here. So she puts like my food bag, and my fucking drink. Starts to put it down on the fucking wet ass ground. I'm sitting here on my knees like this, holding myself up so I don't fall the fuck over. And I'm like, I have these two fingers inside of Roxy's collar, holding her so that this little fucking 6 or whatever pound dog she is will not run at this chick and spook her any more than she already the fuck is. Like, okay, I'm cool. I'm like, okay, look, she's not gonna get you. I've got my fingers in her collar. If she runs at you, she's dragging me with her, and no, not gonna happen. So she barely, and I mean barely, opens the fucking door, right? Slides the shit on, puts the drink, this big ass drink, full to the brim of, whatever, on the um, metal part that you step over to get into my house. I don't know what those things are called, so I'm just going to call it the metal part for now. Step over the threshold. That's what they are, thresholds. Puts the drink on the metal part of the goddamn threshold. Pushes the food inside my fucking door. Like, just barely enough inside the door. And I'm just like, sitting here thinking, really, this is kind of ridiculous, but I get it. I'm not going to dock her for anything because she didn't know I had a dog, and I didn't know that this bitch hated dogs and was afraid of dogs. So she does that, and then slams the door and starts running. I'm like, hey, didn't you want your tip? She comes back, pulls the door open like super super quick, snatches the $10 bill in my hand from my hand because I was gonna. I told I told people, I was like, I got $30, I got $32 sitting here. Not gonna use 10 of it. I'll just use that for the tip. Okay, cool. And like I said, the fear of dogs and us not knowing that that's not going to affect her rating for me. My first time. So, whatever. I'm not going to give you a negative review just because, you were scared of a fucking 6-pound dog. uh, and so, that's funny. So, at this point, because it's my first order, first time using the service, and this bitch is like deathly afraid of dogs. Even my little ass dog. Not not it's not affecting her score with me. It's not affecting whatever. I gave her a great review. Explained that we didn't know. I didn't know she didn't like dogs, and she didn't know I had one, so we were even. Oh boy. Um, but so I'm like, okay, aren't you gonna get your tip right? So she turns around, barely opens the door enough for me to get the fucking bill into her hand, takes the 10, slams the door on my arm, because I don't move quite so fast these days. Again, that's not gonna, because I do that to myself all the time, so that's not her fault. And runs for the hills like the fucking. Um, oh, I don't want to go there. I don't want to use that. I was going to use an analogy that I, as a white person, shouldn't have been fucking using, but I will think of a new one for that. She ran quicker than a fat kid running from a salad bar. Yeah, that'll work. Um, I don't even think she knew what I had just put in her hand. I said, thanks for the help. You know, said, thanks, have a good day, be safe, whatever. She's running, she screams like, thank you, you're welcome, da da da. I'm like, okay, no, thanks for the tip. Cause I took care of you when I asked you to do one simple thing for me, and because we didn't know each other, and you're deathly afraid of a fucking 6 pound fucking um, schnauzer, I'm like getting this stuff literally from door to table on my own. All I asked her to do was please just, you don't have to step in and stay here. Just step in, put it on the fucking front table where the phone is, and I'll give you a tip and we can part as friends. Because of the damn dog, she wouldn't do that. But I didn't take off, like I said, because I'm nice like that, and I know how it is for people that do delivery services and like things for like Ubers and shit. They don't really get make too much, so it wasn't too much off of my nose to you know give her the $10 cash, you know, wish her good things, and hope that um, that $10 I gave her for a tip is a blessing to her in some kind of way. I told Ashley, this has got to fucking be a goof on the new guy night. And I also told Ashley, maybe I shouldn't have, in my note, told her I was a disabled gentleman. So I will fucking not do that um, so much anymore. But like I said, this was my first experience. And it wasn't really a nightmare. It wasn't. Uber Eats will become my new best friend, I'm sure. Uh, just because I'm kind of a foodie like that. Um, but it wasn't all bad. She got her like 5-star rating or whatever the fuck they rate those things now. Um, I don't even remember because I did it hours ago now. Um, I gave her some good feedback. She was personable and stuff until she saw, Rocky or whatever. So I, I gave her good feedback. I gave her the best review I could possibly give her. Because I'm not trying. I'm just trying to test this out and not trying to fuck with anybody's day or fuck with anybody's rating unless they really truly deserve it and whatever. You know, I'm a new guy. I don't know her, whatever. So, like I said, I told Ashley, I was like, this must have been goof on the new guy day. And, maybe the fact that I told them on my ticket that I was disabled and would need time to get to my door, which is why I asked for the call. Um, and, you know, but it is what it is. The experience wasn't bad. Um, I'm assuming not all drivers are like that. Because I have a cousin who actually drives for Uber, doesn't do Uber Eats, but he drives, or she drives for Uber. And she says they're not all of them are bad because she does Uber Eats too, whatever. So, or she like orders Uber Eats all the time. She doesn't deliver it, but she said they're not all bad. There are some that are kind of, but they're not all bad. So don't worry about it. And just which I would have done anyway. She said just be glad that you were able to kind of give her the $10 and maybe that'll help her out in some kind of way and be a blessing to her. Um, and just let it go, let it roll off your back. Which I wasn't even pissed about it anyway. I just thought it was a hell of a story for her first goddamn experience. Um, you know, and I learned maybe next time I shouldn't try to explain to them that um, I need extra time to get to the door because I'm disabled. So if you call, that will give me that time. And if you don't, understand that you're going to be standing there for a minute because I'm not moving as quick as I used to. So in the end, would I recommend Uber Eats? Yeah, I would. Food was great. The selection of restaurants is phenomenal, it looks like. And, you gotta kind of laugh that one off. Everybody has a bad experience. Mine just happened to be right out of the gate. And I didn't want to give her a bad rating, whatever, because this is my first time. And genuinely, like I said before, I didn't know she was afraid of fucking dogs. She didn't know I was a disabled person until I put it on the fucking thing. And I honestly think that if it wasn't raining and if I could have put my dog the fuck outside, she probably would have, and most likely would have, actually done what I asked her to do for me. I didn't ask her to bring it in my house, bring it in my room, and set it down for me. I just asked her to bring it in, set it on the table where the fucking phone is, and I will get it from there. I just need, to fucking have two hands that I'm not using to crawl anywhere to do that. So, yeah, I'll use it. And the next time, if I get her again, I might not be so nice with the review. And I always take care of like my drivers and stuff. So the $10 to me at this point wasn't anything to me because I always take care of my drivers. I just wish that circumstances were different and her fear didn't affect her ability to fulfill a super super small but important request. And I hope she learns from this. I hope that, nothing bad comes of her. But if I see her again, I'll know who she is. And if it happens again, my review might not be so nice. But yeah, I will definitely be making Uber Eats my best friend and will definitely use and recommend the service to anybody because I think, like I said, my experience was an outlier. So there you go, the Uber Eats experience story that I teased, and I know Jen and Becca are both waiting for. So I'm gonna shut the fuck up, take a painkiller, go to fucking or drink the rest of my strawberry Fanta, which by the way may become my new favorite Fanta flavor. Thank you very much. And just chill. Because the lights have been on since this afternoon in my room, and my eyes are killing me. So, anyway, I love y'all. Thanks for taking this crazy, crazy journey with me. Um, that's one thing about me that's never going to change. My stories will start one way, they'll lead me into something else, so we'll have to go into the weeds, but I will eventually get back to the fucking point. It's one of my charms. But anyway, I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being there for me and allowing me to use my voice to um, be creative and, um, you know, do the things that I love to do. Uh, that, um, the simple things, like holding a pencil or something like that. Uh, my body has seemed to diminish the ability for me to do that over the years. Um, so I love y'all. I'll talk to you again later. There's a lot more I want to record, and they're going to be back on Friday. So I will probably use most of my day tomorrow to try to dig out of this hole of blogs that I have, that topics that I have that I want to do in different things. So anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for understanding. Thanks for taking the ride. I love y'all. I will talk to y'all later. And peace.